Because dueling had harsher consequences in New York, the duel was set to take place at the heights of Weehawken, a well-known dueling site in New Jersey. Hamilton's son was killed at Weehawken 3 years earlier. From Manhattan, they had to row across the Hudson River to get to Weehawken. Burr's party arrived first, around 6:30 a.m., and started cleaning up the duel site. Hamilton's party arrived shortly after, around 7 o'clock. Pendleton and Van Ness conferred to review the agreed-upon rules.
Mr. Hamilton has chosen the north end.
Hamilton chose the north end, which was a bad choice because the sun was in his eyes.
Pistols have been chosen. Please take 10 paces when I say begin. You may fire at the command to present.
The seconds had to turn their backs to the duel so they could deny having seen the duel.
One moment, please.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
We will skip the next portion of the duel because of different accounts of what really happened. We will pick up where we know exactly what happened.
Doctor! Doctor! It appears that you've been shot, sir.
Doctor, this is a mortal wound.
Burr was shielded by an umbrella so the other people could claim that they didn't see who shot Hamilton.
Don't die on me!
Now let's look at a few possible scenarios to determine what really happened. But first, consider a few points that Pendleton and Van Ness agreed upon. 1. There were 2 shots fired. 2. A few seconds passed between the shots. Here is the story as told by Hamilton's supporters. They claim that Burr fired first and the shock of the bullet caused Hamilton's gun to fire into the air.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Present!
Doctor! Doctor! It appears that you've been shot, sir.
Doctor, this is a mortal wound.
There is another piece of evidence to support this version. The next day, they found a tree branch broken by Hamilton's shot, 12 feet in the elevation above the ground and 4 feet to the side of Burr's position. Now let's take a look at the version argued by Burr's supporters. They say that Hamilton fired first and missed.
One moment, please.
Then Burr, having nearly lost his life, returned fire in self-defense and with better aim.
Are you ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
It's time to duel!
But there are problems with both versions. In the first version, Hamilton's version, where were the few seconds between the shots? That version claims that the shots were fired almost simultaneously. And in Burr's version, which claimed Hamilton fired first, what about Hamilton's promise to waste his shot? Traditionally, if someone was going to waste their shot, they would just fire into the dirt. Remember that Hamilton's shot hit a tree branch above Burr's head. Both stories were almost definitely false. We can piece together what most likely happened with all of the evidence of both sides. Hamilton shot first, missing on purpose. Burr, startled by Hamilton's shot, and not realizing that he meant to miss him, fired back at Hamilton and mortally wounded him. More puzzling is Hamilton's claim on the way back to New York that the gun had not been fired.
Careful. That gun hasn't been fired yet.
It is also interesting that he would put on his glasses if he did not intend to shoot Burr. Burr, regardless of following the rules of the duel, was hated for killing Alexander Hamilton, and was seen as the most despised national leader since Benedict Arnold. Burr moved to the Southwest and was not involved in politics for the rest of his life. Hamilton's funeral took place 2 days later at the Trinity Church. It was attended by his wife, 7 children, political leaders, students and staff at Columbia College, bank presidents, military officers, and ordinary citizens.
Alright, that's a wrap.
That was good.
I kept a little smile while you were doing everything.